What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another video. We've gotten a few massive changes and bug fixes that have happened over the last 24 hours, so I decided to put it all together in one video and let you guys know what is happening. So without further ado, let's dive in. Okay, so for the first one, this is a pretty controversial one that we've been seeing a lot of lately. Hunter hotfixes, Scorpid Poison no longer interacts with kill command, and other changes have been reverted. A couple Hunter bug fixes are being partially reverted today due to unintended side effects with attack power to spell power conversion and Aspect of the Lion. However, Scorpid Poison will no longer interact with kill command in order to reduce the hunter's pet's disproportionate power in WoW Classic Season of Discovery. And I mean, this is extremely true. Hunters were just so far ahead of the pack. The amount of damage that just their pet alone was putting out was more than some straight up DPS classes were doing. As explained by senior game producer Josh Greenfield, the goal was to reduce the disproportionate power of Scorpid Poison as well as fix an odd bug allowing Aspect of the Lion to affect players not in the hunter's party. However, the changes had unintended side effects affecting more abilities than just the major offenders. The only actual adjustment going forward is no longer allowing Scorpid Poison to consume kill command, meaning the already powerful ability won't be able to benefit from that large damage increase any longer. The producer notes that the Hunter pet ability will still probably need further adjustment to reduce its power, but they'll make a more targeted one in the future rather than something with as far-reaching implications as the first attempt. This pre-nerf video by Hunter Guide Veramos Gaming details the damage stacking mechanics allowing Scorpid Poison to outperform in both PvE and PvP content, benefiting from both Beast Mastery and Aspect of the Lion, while snapshotting the high initial value buff from kill command, even persisting beyond its original duration when chaining multiple targets. With today's change, Scorpid Poison may remain powerful, but no longer overwhelmingly so. And it was crazy. So I think this was a welcome change. I mean, not for hunters, probably they're a little bit upset, but this was just too big. I mean, hunter pets, especially the Scorpids, were just doing insane amounts of damage that was just, it really wasn't proportionate. It didn't make sense, and it wasn't going to be something that could be balanced in this version of the game. So I think this change was absolutely necessary. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below, but let's move on to the rogue hotfixes. So for rogues, there has been a nice change. Today, there was a good change on how rogues, Deadly Brew, Saber Slash, and Envenom rooms work while in groups with other rogues in classic World of Warcraft Season of Discovery. Now, all of these rune abilities will work as they're intended. 2 rogues, 2 Deadly Brewers, 2 stacks of Deadly Poison on the target, and no problem at all. Prior to this change, the Deadly Poison that triggered from the very powerful Deadly Brew rune could only be applied by 1 rogue. If you had 2 rogues with Deadly Brew rune, there would only be 1 stack of Deadly Poison per target, and only one of the 2 rogues would be able to deal damage with Deadly Poison, and that would be the only rogue that can use Envenom as well. Now, a similar problem existed with Saber Slash, the damage over time effect. Only 1 rogue in the raid was able to actually benefit from the dot effect of Saber Slash. So basically having 2 rogues was completely pointless. One of them was doing like half the amount of damage of the other, and it wasn't intended to be that way. So basically what they did for rogues is they now fixed it so that each rogue has their individual Deadly Poison stacks, which allows them to both use Envenom, and the same thing goes for Saber Slash if they're running that, so they can both stack 3 bleeds on the target with Saber Slash, and it's going to actually work that way. They will each benefit from that dot damage. So I think this was like, I don't think it was actually a bug. I think it was just like the runes were kind of like not working together. They were overriding each other, which kind of makes sense. And it's definitely something that was overlooked, but it's nice to know that they quickly fixed that, and no rogues should have problems with this any longer. Moving on to a couple of other bug fixes, we have Seal of Martyrdom, Shamanistic Rage. These bugs were basically the same as the Hunter Aspect of the Lion. I'm not sure if you guys were out in the world and saw, but if you were just next to a Hunter who had Aspect of the Lion on, you didn't even need to be in their party, but you benefited from the buff. The same thing was happening with Seal of Martyrdom. It was generating mana to people around the Paladin. Same thing with Shamanistic Rage. So they just kind of fixed those bugs. They were meant to be party or raid wide. They weren't meant to just be open world, right? You just stand near a Hunter and get Aspect of the Lion. It's pretty crazy because if you think about it, that was going to enable people to be able to boost or just have a super powerful like level 1 character. You could just have a hunter follow you around, a friend who's AFK, put you on follow. He doesn't have to be in a group with you, so you're not sharing XP, but you have 10% increased stats permanently just by being near him. So I think this was a good change. It was not intended to work that way, so it's nice to see that they fixed that. But it also looks like we're getting some changes to the Battle for Ashenvale event, which is definitely welcome. Let's go through this. The Ashenvale PvP event has been plagued by extremely short, sometimes lasting only 15 to 30 seconds, in addition to not always rewarding players with reputation for participating. Yeah, if you've played through one that was not 30 seconds and actually lasted longer and didn't get rep or anything at the end, that was a bug that was going on. This, amongst other things, is getting adjusted very soon, as per a couple of tweets, blah, blah, blah. This was yesterday. The main issue they seem to be targeting is extremely short events. With an adjustment to the faction leaders, Josh is saying that it will not be advisable any longer to zerg the faction leaders as the event is starting. So maybe they're buffing them at the beginning, or like maybe they have a decaying buff that kind of like goes away over time as the event plays out. Or maybe it'll simply be impossible and they'll have a new mechanic where if you try and kill them within the first 2 minutes, they just one-shot you or something like that. No word on exactly what that means. Possibly more health, maybe increased damage, or perhaps a completely new mechanic like we just said. Hopefully it will make the events more engaging and last longer than 30 seconds. Blizzard is also looking at several other adjustments, including changing graveyard locations and spawn timers, fixing layer issues, the frequency of the event, and making sure everyone who participates is being rewarded with the reputation for Silverwing Sentinels or Warsong Outriders. While no official timeline has been announced, the change to the faction leaders will be coming very soon, with the team taking a look at the other adjustments in the next couple of days. As these changes hit live servers, more planning and actual tactics may come into play. Check out our guide in the event below. Okay, so these changes aren't in yet. This is stuff that they are working on. I think these are great changes. I would like to see the event last a little bit longer. It's supposed to be a bigger part of this phase, right? So it would be nice to see if that stuff gets fixed. But anyways, guys, if you enjoyed this video, hit that like button. It really does help me out a lot. And subscribe to the channel. Turn on post notifications so you don't miss the next time I post a video. And if you want to hang out with me live, I do stream on Twitch Monday through Friday at 8 p.m. Eastern time at twitch.tv/hammerdance. We're having a lot of fun on there doing BFD and World PvP. We have an awesome Discord community if you guys want to join that. We're just a bunch of like-minded people all having fun inside. We have a few different raid groups going that you could sign up for. So if you're looking for a community like that with a bunch of friendly players who are all just geeking out over Season of Discovery, then this would be the community for you. We will welcome you with open arms. But anyways, guys, that's all I've got for you today. So thank you all so much for watching and listening in. I'll see you all in the next one. Last. Ads, big ads. Oh my god, dude. Good stuff. We did it.